Lesson 1 Objectives. This lesson will show you how to do the following. Start catia V5, select a specific workbench, move around in the catia V5 environment, select a work plane, enter the sketch workbench, customize the sketcher workbench, create a sketch using standard sketch tools, apply the constraints to the sketch, modify the existing constraints, exit the sketcher workbench, create a pad in the part design workbench, or in other words an extrusion, save the newly created file, and exit the catia V5. The sketcher workbench and the toolbars. There are numerous tools found in the sketcher workbench. The screen currently shows the sketcher workbench. Okay, this is the workbench. If I pull it over there, there's a sketcher workbench. This is to exit the sketcher workbench back into part design. So when you're ready to go back into the 3D world, you can select that. Notice right now, being in Sketcher, we are in 2D. We have a vertical and horizontal axis, and we have a grid system. The current grid system is set up in 1-inch divisions with 10 different divisions within that inch. We have numerous tools here. Each one of these toolbars are tearaway tools. They can actually drag them off. If you move your mouse over the top of it, it'll give the name of the toolbar. In this case, it's the operations. And each one of these, if you drag your mouse over it, it will give you the name of it. In fact, this is corner or radius, chamfer, trim, symmetry, and project 3D elements. Notice our trim has a little down arrow at the bottom right of that icon. If you drag your mouse over that down arrow, you'll get an arrow that shows up as a double arrow. If you click on that, it will give you the additional options to that trim tool. So any of these tool icons that have that little down arrow, you know there are additional options. In this case, we can have the standard trim, break, quick trim, close, and complement. Now if you want to select one of these, like break, I can select that. Okay. Over here we have our profile tools. Our first tool is the profile, rectangle, circle, spline, ellipse, line, axis, and point. Now these are your basic drawing tools right here. Now I'm going to drag this out, and I'm going to place my objects back.